Mabuhay pageant fans, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey Adam G, how are you all doing? As you can see, there are no major pageant ganaps lately, so I am taking my sweet time to rest from vlogging. But here I am suddenly doing a commentary video about Victoria Velasquez Vincent, who has just come out of her hibernation in New Zealand to finally continue her Miss Universe bid by finally joining Miss Universe New Zealand this time around. Yup, she's really joining, and all those hints that she has been dropping on her socials were apparently true after all. Now, she's really dead set in fulfilling her dream to be in the Miss Universe stage at all costs. And here she is finally joining Miss Universe New Zealand. And sa true lang guys, if you ask me now, what's my take on it? I wasn't really surprised when I finally saw her video clips and photos earlier during the day coming out of today's Miss Universe New Zealand's initial screenings or auditions, as I kind of expected it already, given, like I have said earlier, how she has been dropping hints about it on her socials for quite some time now. And this time, talagang tinutuunan niya talaga. And right now, there is nothing I am feeling except for so much happiness and excitement for her at this point. Because as we all know, alam naman natin how bad she wants to win the Miss Universe Philippines title in the past, given how she has joined it twice in the past, one back in 2021 and the other was just earlier this year. And especially for a lot of her fans and supporters here, this really feels much like a major comeback that they have all been waiting from VVV. A bit sooner nga lang than expected, but still generates the same kilig and excitement. So given all the positive feedback and excitement her candidacy in Miss Universe New Zealand is generating, let me vlog or share you my thoughts about her probable reasons why she's finally throwing her hat in the Miss Universe New Zealand ring. Number 1. I think Victoria wants to try or explore the other side this time around. Yep, that's how I'm feeling about her at the moment, the first thing that came to my mind. Because I really have a feeling that this was the ultimate reason why VVV is finally joining Miss Universe New Zealand. After two unsuccessful attempts in Miss Universe Philippines in the past, maybe she wants to try something new for a change. Diba? Maybe VVV figures her luck could be on the other side of the fence, so to speak. Or maybe the grass is probably greener on the other side. Diba? As one idiom says. But as it turns out, there is a deeper and more meaningful reason pala why she finally joined Miss Universe New Zealand this year. And that is to honor her dad's heritage. Half of who she is as a person. And in her latest post on her Instagram broadcast channel, she mentioned how it was important for her to acknowledge her other roots coming from her dad. So she says in her other post here, she says, I have always been proud of being mixed race. I am a symbol of my parents' love, which endured so much discrimination back when they first got together. Next paragraph. Time to honor my dad's side of my heritage and the country where I took my first step, spoke my first word, had my first heartbreak, and earned my double master's degree I never shut up about. Mahal kong Pilipinas, lagi kayong nasa puso ko. Kahit saan, kahit kailan, tara, NZ na tayo. So, it is honoring her dad's heritage that was pivotal to her decision to try explore Miss Universe New Zealand for a change. And honestly, it makes so much sense talaga. Kasi it's really time to really try out the other side or New Zealand after trying out in her mom's land for the past 3 years unsuccessfully. And at this time, I think we could no longer question her patriotism or loyalty for us because nakita naman natin, she really poured her heart and soul when she joined Miss Universe Philippines. Because that was 3 years. I say this because that was 3 years of her prime or youth in her life. And she thought she could really make it happen to win Miss Universe Philippines despite her heritage and background. And in fact, di ba? After joining her first Miss Universe Philippines, she even turned down the offer of the previous owners of Miss Universe New Zealand organization before to represent its country at that time, just so she could prove everyone she wasn't just here in the Philippines for the clout or popularity. But then again, kahit sino naman tao, things change. And so her mind follows suit too. And if you are a go-getter like Victoria, you have to be at least flexible or open-minded to a lot of things that will be coming your way. And this is one case. And honestly, this choice of joining Miss Universe New Zealand finally feels more organic or a consequential or logical choice for her because, as she said, this is the country where she first grew up, learned the basics. So her looks, outlook, disposition, demeanor, and values in life definitely align with her dad's heritage, rather than in the scenario that she continues sticking out with Miss Universe Philippines, where I feel she always getting bashed for always not looking and doing authentic enough as a Filipina despite her good intentions. So, ganun lang for me lang ah. But at the end of the day, guys, choosing to join Miss Universe New Zealand does not make her less of a Filipina or love our country less. Much as we celebrate her being a Filipina, we also have to respect her decision to honor her other heritage. Sure, we could criticize her for being not a man of her word about her love for the country, for our country, but at the end of the day, she honored both her parents' land. And that's what's most important for her, no matter what. Now, we go to my second probable reason, and I think it's because VVV is no longer getting any younger. Whether VVV admits it or not, I feel this age factor thing is also playing out in her decision to join Miss Universe New Zealand this year. Again, before I proceed, let me just try to read her mind right now. I don't know what she is thinking at the moment, so here I am speculating about it. I'm trying to put myself in her shoes, in the shoes of VVV right now. I am already 28 years old. My first try was when I was 25 years old in 2021. And so she feels if she would still have to wait for another full year to join Miss Universe Philippines. That will be next year, which will be 29 years old na siya. And although there is no more age limit in Miss Universe, I feel the older she gets, the bigger the odds or higher the odds of her winning the Miss Universe Philippines or the Miss Universe crown. And especially now that there is a lot of talk about the pageant owners' fake inclusivity controversy earlier this year, especially with that line, now you can join but you cannot win, then I won't blame a lady like VVV to join Miss Universe New Zealand at 28, the original age limit, and seize the momentum. If VVV feels she is running out of time, then I say, go for it. And as I really think about it, her age is not just probably a factor, but I feel she still has some unfinished business in pageantry. Yep, I feel this is really the third and last probable reason why she's joining Miss Universe New Zealand. Because we all knew how sad and devastated VVV was when she only made it to top 10 in Miss Universe Philippines earlier this year, given the many video clips that was uploaded after the coronation night. But despite the tears and sadness, you could still feel the fighter and hunger in VVV in that particular moment. Sure, she looked so lost and dumbfounded about thinking her top 10 finish, but I could just probably equate that to just an initial shock. Because I feel she knew she had more to give pa, but it's just that she hit a sudden setback then na went to join Miss Universe Philippines next. Kasi hindi niya inasahan na top 10 lang siya. And throughout the entire season of Miss Universe Philippines this year, I really saw the determination in VVV's eyes to succeed. And so joining Miss Universe New Zealand 3 months after joining Miss Universe Philippines feels like seizing the momentum or finishing what she has started all along. Because she knows deep in her heart she has still so much to give and she can still make things better or even perfect given a little more fine-tuning here and there that she needs to do in order to finally win the crown. And I feel it may have something to do with her styling during the finals night. Kasi diba, during her first MUP try, we always criticize her for always looking maldita with her photo shoot looks, and not Filipino enough to speak the language. So she addressed all of these on her second try this year and improved tremendously on all aspects. Her looks and catwalks were now giving, but at the most important night of the pageant, she just fell a little bit short due to her gown styling, in my opinion. Now imagine if VVV is taking this criticism seriously. She could have already planned out her evening gown as early as now and run away with the title afterwards. Ako, ganun na naiisip ko. Kasi yun na lang talaga guys ang kulang eh. Alam naman niyang kaya niya, and all these nitpicks that we have about her, I mean, kayang-kaya niya talagang ayusin or remedyohan. I mean, I would rather have this kind of problem for VVV than to be criticized for my public speaking skills, which she is not, diba? And I also have tons of many suggestions then for her to do para she can finally ensure her winning chances to be so high for the crown. But I will just probably share it to her in private, given the chance. So bottom line is, guys, she has to do all the things that she needs to do to win Miss Universe New Zealand and won't have to join Miss Universe New Zealand or Philippines next year. So ibigay na lang talaga niya talaga yung todo because alam mo, as I check out her competition, parang kayang-kaya niyang ilaban talaga this year eh. 'Di ba? Nararamdaman ko eh. Parang she is in a league of her own in that pageant right now. So there you go, guys. Ano masasabi nyo? As for me, let VVV compete on her own terms. Give her a chance to succeed based on what she thinks she needs to do at the moment. As what Catriona Gray said nga, di ba? You are never denied but only redirected. So if this is VVV's definition of redirection, then we feel she is Filipina at heart through and through. Now, we should always be happy and supportive of her choices in life. Kahit if it will benefit us Filipino fans or not.